Guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. If you are new, my name is Lizzie.
I feel the need to make a Black woman appreciation post because I feel like there's a lot of Black men in my comments putting down Black women, which is, in the most slanderous of white terms, bonkers. So growing up and even today, I really seek out friendships and relationships with Black women and other people of color because in my experience, they tend to be more honest and emotionally mature than us white women. This is especially true for me as an autistic person because it's really important for me to have someone that is a very honest and direct communicator because I really don't talk in passive aggressiveness, which is very common in white communities, especially where I live in Minnesota. Contrary to negative stereotypes often perpetuated by Black men, Black women are very feminine. Even the most masc-presenting Black lesbian is feminine. And feminine is beautiful, feminine is divine, feminine is soft, and feminine is strong. Black men will critique their own women and say that they're masculine and that they prefer white women or Asian women because white women or Asian women are less aggressive. If you say that to me, you're really telling on yourself because you're telling me that you don't want a woman to stand up to you and stand up to your BS behavior. I'm white and I will very much call you out on your BS. So don't ever think that dating a white person necessarily means that we're just gonna put up with your stuff. A couple videos back, I made a video about someone who had commented, a Black man who had commented on my page that he only dates white women or blonde women with blue eyes because they are more superior. You literally sound like a Nazi. And the funny thing was, this man tried to slide into my DMs on Instagram and apologize to me? Like, you should apologize to Black women. You should apologize to your mother. Don't get it messed up. I will always side with Black women because ultimately they know more than y'all.
I also feel like I need to make a post about it as well because I have to say about Black women. They're human beings and they are God's children and they are just loving souls who deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and positivity and be treated like queens as importantly as every race and every color are. Every man, woman, and child of every race and every color and every nationality are all God's children and human beings, and so are Black women. Let's not forget that. Black women are human beings too. I also do need to mention what I also aware of is people still have the audacity of putting and looking down Black women because of their race. But here's why. This is something that still affects them as much as it affects me as well. People still have the audacity of just like going after them by stereotyping them, which what I mean by that is that they like to label Black women as angry, aggressive, and bad-tempered people and say that they'll cause so much stress and shit like that. And whenever I hear that, that shit pisses me off because obviously just because a woman is a Black person doesn't mean that they have those things I just mentioned. And because here's the reality. When you stereotype people based on their race, that's basically racist behavior I see, and also, that's judging them by the color of their skin. And what affects them is that it causes Black women to feel so unwanted. They feel very hurt. They feel like they're being attacked verbally. And this is why, because of stereotypes, people are very quick to judge these days. And this is why Black women are not only being judged a lot, but also because they're receiving hate that they don't deserve. And the reality check is this, is that regardless of who and what you are, including Black women, no human being deserves to be treated like less than a human. Stereotypes also causes Black women to make them feel like that they're less than humans, but the fact is they are. like, they're queens too, who deserve to be treated with respect like everyone else does. So people who have the audacity of doing that kind of shit need to leave black women alone and leave them out of it, because it's not about race. It's about the content of our character, which means judge people based on the actions they commit, not by the color of their skin. So, black women, I appreciate you.
I need to stitch this video forever because, yeah, ditto, some of you have clearly lost your mind, or maybe you never had it in the first place. Please don't allow yourself to be deceived by this sweet face and mild demeanor. This is who Rosa Parks was and always was. She was always a kick-ass activist. Of course, she's best known for her role in the Montgomery bus boycott, the movement that launched the public career of this guy right here, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But Rosa Parks was always an activist. She was an activist well before the Montgomery bus boycott. In fact, the thing that brought her into the movement was a desire to defend African-American women who had experienced assault at the hands of white men. And she continued to be an activist until the day she died. For instance, in 1991, she gave this statement in opposition to the appointment of Clarence Thomas to the U.S. Supreme Court. I mean, the woman clearly had all kinds of foresight. She deserves our respect.
So apparently a lot of people got upset about the fact that, and I just heard about this shit too, the video of Kim and she doing her interview, Kim Kardashian, and she said, get off your fucking ass and work because nobody wants to work these days. A lot of people got mad about that shit. Okay. Are y'all mad at the fact that Kim Kardashian said the shit? Or are you mad at the fact that she's telling the fucking truth? Damn the fact that even Kim even said this shit. A billionaire told you guys to get off your fucking asses and start working. Now, let's take these exact same words and let's put them in the mouth of Jay-Z. Let's put them in the mouth of Beyonce. Now, let's say he had one of them, because Jay-Z, he's a billionaire. Now, if Jay-Z would have came on to that same interview and said the exact same shit, what was y'all gonna fucking do? Get up y'all fucking lazy asses and start fucking working. So, what was you upset about? Honestly, I think y'all may have been upset at the fact that Kim said it the way that she said it. Maybe that's what that was. Because honestly, had I went on the exact same interview, I would have said some shit like this. Get y'all motherfucking lazy asses up and start fucking working if you want to make your motherfucking dreams come true. And if you get mad about this shit, stay mad and be a damn bum. Period, point fucking blank. Because I'm not one of those motherfuckers that's going to depend on another motherfucker for guidance. Absolutely not. Unless I have some kind of disability. No, if I'm 100% fucking healthy, bitch, I'm going to work for my damn self. Damn the fact that, because what if something happens to that motherfucker? What am I going to do? I'm just going to jump to the next motherfucker to depend on? Absolutely fucking not. Hence the reason why I work like the madman that I am now. I'm a working motherfucker. So with that being said, just like what Kim said, get your fucking lazy asses up and go to fucking work. Period, point fucking blank. And if you argue with me, I'm going to write your name down as bum and I'm going to keep it fucking pushing. That's it.
Looks like we're going to be unpacking this one again. So, in this video, you go on later to say that if you are prejudiced against someone's skin color or their race, then that is racism. Let's take this logic and let's apply it. Typically, whenever a white person is racist, or whether it's conscious, subconscious, covert, or overt racism, it's always based off of the color of their skin, also known as their race. Now, whenever you hear a person of color state that all people are racist, it's not solely off of their skin color alone. Part of this whole idea of racism is that we exist as a society where it's just ingrained into everything. And not just even systemically, but how we socially interact, our mindset whenever we interact with these people. And that's where you get into like the whole conversation of microaggressions, systemic racism, social prejudice, etc., etc. So why do you hear a lot of people of color, specifically black people, saying that we cannot be racist towards white people? Or in this case, the person said you cannot oppress the oppressor. Great question. Well, if you look back on history, not just individual stories of things that have happened, so because a lot of people will try to compare this logic to, oh, well, that's like me saying my grandfather got shot by a black dude and that's why blah, blah, blah. You would say that's wrong, blah, 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 right? It's not the same. Bear with me. If you look back historically on how a certain group has treated an entire majority, and also, like, keep in mind, this isn't just, like, black people have had historical issues with Europeans. If you look back historically or just even into, like, recent events, we have a reason to fear y'all, and it's not based off of your skin color. You also have to bear in mind that whenever a black person points out a microaggression or points out that something is racist, it's typically the people who say it's not. They will fight tooth and nail to defend themselves instead of just listening. The thing is, y'all see racism as a personal attack against your character. And it's not very much about your character. It's more so about the world outside of you and how you choose to exist in that world. Black people are not prejudiced based off of your skin color. We're prejudiced based off of the history and and even modern day traumas that we experience, not your skin color.
I want to get tagged in this. I got the answer for you, sis. It's because she said it. And yeah, that did happen years ago. It's because she said it. You want to know why they mad? Because she said it? Because how she got to fame. And how she used a black dude, a black man, Ray J, to reach her fame. And how her mom orchestrated, if I said that right, everything. How they made an agreement to release the tape. Now, if, you're right, if Jay-Z or anybody else would have said it, I would even say if, let's say the City Girls would have said it. Let's talk about them or whoever, Cardi B. At least they kind of worked up to get to their fame. They worked. She did.
You can't be racist to white people. You can't oppress the oppressor. That's racist. Not all white people are oppressors. To say somebody is an oppressor just because of the color of their skin is by definition racism. Hope this helps.
Video came less than a month before your Starseed talking points. And for those who aren't familiar, it's Yahtzee propaganda. And if you're not familiar with how the Yahtzees recruit people, step one is appealing to disenfranchised and minority groups, like autistic people or black women. I need you guys to pay attention. We literally cannot afford to fall for this bullshit.
You cannot tell me that black people ain't God's chosen people.
When I was 19 years old, I lost my father. A year and 4 months previous to that, when I was 18, I lost my mother. Both of them dealt with physical and mental issues, and unfortunately, the expression of those things was hoarding. My younger sister and I were left with a house that was in complete disarray, absolute mess, a health hazard, and I didn't know what to do. I had just been orphaned. I was clueless, and so I'm talking with my friend Tiffany about what had happened, and she was like, okay, I'm coming over. And I said, you don't have to come over, I didn't ask. And she was like, I'm coming over, and I'm bringing my sister. Both of these women are allergic to cats. I had 2 cats. They just put masks over their face, and they just helped. And they helped me clean, they helped me organize, they helped me keep my shit together, and I love these women with all of my heart and can never return the favor.
Black women who black women be black womening. Black women. But when black women.
Forget to subscribe, turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Stay blessed and bye.